Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Ted 2. So Ted 2 stars Mark Wahlberg, Seth MacFarlane, and Amanda Seyfried. And what this film is about, it's about, Ted. They don't look the government doesn't look at Ted as a person anymore. They look at him as a piece of property. So now, John and Ted now need to hire this lawyer, who's played by Amanda Seyfried, to try and make Ted a real, a person in the eyes of the law. So, what did I think of Ted 2? This was a good sequel. This really was. I enjoyed Ted 2. I was very nervous going into this movie because the first Ted was so hilarious, definitely. Ted was probably one of the best comedies of like the 2010s, in my opinion, of course. It was just so funny. And then you've got the sequel, which I was nervous about because I felt like it was just going to be the same thing over again. It just wasn't going to be funny. I was still looking forward to it, but I was nervous. But it was good, and I did enjoy it. So let's get into my positives, and my positives are the acting. The acting was good. The acting was actually good. Mark Wahlberg, I really enjoyed in this movie. He's still funny like the first movie. I still enjoyed him. He was really funny in this movie. I did enjoy Mark Wahlberg. Usually Mark Wahlberg's never bad in the film, for what I've seen, but he was good in this movie. Seth MacFarlane is still great as Ted. He does a really good job. He's really, really funny as Ted. I did enjoy him in this movie. Amanda Seyfried was actually really funny as well. Amanda Seyfried has been a up and down actress for me. She's been in some good things and then she's been in some bad things. But I really enjoyed her in this movie. I thought she was really funny in this movie as well. So yeah. Everyone else was pretty good as well. The girl who plays Tamlin, or whatever her name is, was good. So yeah. I thought the jokes were really funny in this movie. The jokes were funny in this movie. There are some really laugh out loud moments, in my opinion. I did have a few of those throughout the movie. I did. And then there's just some laughs, like, like that. But, I thought the jokes did work and the comedy did hit, a lot during this movie. So, yeah. There are some cameos in this movie, which I will not spoil, but, man, they were so funny. Like, I'm just going to say this. The best one involves Trick Cereal. I'm just going to say that. Oh my goodness, that might be the best scene in the entire movie. That scene was just so hilarious. I love that. So yeah, I thought the cameos were great. I thought the writing was pretty good. The writing was pretty good. I will admit, the writing was pretty good with this movie. So yeah, I thought the directing by Seth MacFarlane was really good. I did think the directing was really good by Seth MacFarlane. The dynamic between Mark Wahlberg and Seth MacFarlane are maybe the best thing about this movie. Actually, it is, because, in the first movie, they had such great chemistry with each other, and they do in this movie as well. You buy into the fact that this guy's best friends with a cursing, talking teddy bear, And, so yeah, I don't think it would work with any other actors besides those two, so yeah. I thought the pacing was good as well. The pacing was pretty good, so yeah. Now let's get into my negatives, because I do have a few negatives with Ted 2, and my first negative is that the jokes do fall flat at times, in my opinion. I do think there are some jokes that do fall flat, like you're just like, that wasn't good, like, was I supposed to laugh at that? So yeah. The whole thing with I almost said Gary Busey, Giovanni Ribisi's character, they bring him back, and I was like, why are you back, I did think he was good in the first movie. I did like his storyline, but In this one, it just felt like kind of a rehash. And I was like, you're rehashing some old stuff here. I thought the story was kind of all over the place at times. Like, oh, first now they want to have a baby. Now we gotta legalize him as a person. Now we're going on a road trip. Like, just I thought the plot was all over the place, and all these other side plots, I was just like, stick to one thing, So yeah. My last negative is that, man, Seth MacFarlane, you gotta work on your last 20, like on your third act, man, because the third act I was like, this isn't the best. Like, that was my only negative with Ted 1, is that the third act wasn't all that great. It was just dragged out, the third act, and I just felt really bored because they were trying to be serious, and I wasn't laughing, So yeah. But besides that, Ted 2 is a really enjoyable movie. I did enjoy this movie, so yeah. So it's time for my official grade on Ted 2, and my official grade on Ted 2 is a B. This is a good sequel. I definitely say check this movie out. It is a funny movie. So yeah, I did enjoy Ted 2, so it's getting a B. So what'd you guys think of Ted 2? Leave it in the comment section below. And I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you all later. Peace.